We got the Samsung Watch 3 here in front of us, and we'll be replacing the screen on it with the entire housing. So to get started, we'll go ahead and flip this over. There are 4 screws holding down the back cover. We're going to just get a cotton swab with some alcohol, just put it where the 4 screws are. This would help loosen up any debris or lint that is keeping the screw tighter on there, just to help us out. Alright, we're going to get our Y 2mm screwdriver here. Now we're going to take our pry tool to pry off the back cover here, and I'll put a slight bend to my pry tool to bend it down. This way, when we're going to be taking apart this back housing here, we can get underneath the gasket better. So we're going to go ahead into there, just angle it down. With that bend, we're going to go along the metal, pry up a little bit. Alright, we got a connection right there for the heart rate sensor. We'll just go ahead and disconnect that. As you can see, there's no damage to the gasket that goes around. If you do damage the gasket, you will have to get an adhesive to make sure you make a proper seal when sealing it back up, or you could get sweat or any other sort of liquid inside your watch. Alright, now we got 3 connectors here. So we got the button connector, we got the screen connector here, then this is for the bezel connector, one of the sensors for that. So we'll disconnect that. Now we're gonna take out this entire motherboard with the housing here. So to do so, we're just gonna take a flathead screwdriver. Let's go along here. Let's pry it up a little bit on the side there. Could pry it up here a little bit, as well as over here. There we go. Now we can just lift out. Now we have the screen here. So there's 2 ways we could do this. We can replace the entire housing and the screen itself, or you can just replace the screen and keep your housing depending on what part you get. Because you could go along, it's held on by double-sided adhesive. The screen is that is, and there's a gasket, so it keeps out any sort of water. So depending on what part you can get an entire piece like this, where you can just swap it out, or you can go further and just get this LCD here. So we have the entire housing here with the screen. Alright, here's our replacement part. Now we're going to take our motherboard that's sitting with the battery and the internal housing all in one. We'll just bend this back a little bit, feed it through, and just clip it into place. Now we're going to clip the screen. We're going to take our back housing, make sure you clean up the bezels around, both on the gasket and where the gasket is going to sit, so you get a proper seal. We're going to connect the heart rate sensor to the motherboard. Now all we've got left to do is to put the 4 screws back into the back cover. Alright, all 4 screws are held nicely in place, and that's how we replace the screen on a Samsung Watch 3.